window and using the window as a camera. Imagine walking down the street and you stop by the window and you could type on the window and take a photo of you and upload it. Like those kind of things, you know, my mind works those ways. And it's so great to have found partners with Selfridges and brainstorm on the things that we can do together starting now and forever. It's been an amazing experience. And I can't wait for, you know, it's available for people to buy. I'm really, really, you know, blessed to thank you, Chandra, for coming all the way from Singapore to London, my second home, to do this. And I'm so proud to start the next 20 years of my life around consumer electronics and philanthropy and encouraging these kids to contribute to this thing that we see as, I call it, recession-proof technology. It's the only thing that flew and grew in the storm that we, you know, a lot of us, you know, managed to make it through, and it's a beautiful time right now, and it's going to be a great week.
For sure, and thank you, Will, for getting us on board and doing this. And just to wrap up, i.am Plus is really the intersection of hardware, software, service, and the retail experience that you're going to get through this from Selfridges. So next week when the store opens, please go visit the store and find out for yourself why it's really different from what you're seeing with other product launches.
Yeah, and the team that we have is from the team to do this. So it took an international little team that we have, you know, from Singapore to China to India to London and the US. You know, it sounds like it was a big squad, really just each person from those countries. And we worked on, you know, online and in person when we had a chance. And Tim Wade there brought Claire, and Claire is just an amazing, you know, addition to our team. And when you see that our store within Selfridges, that's Claire. You guys have an amazing, you know, UK citizen in her. She's a great artist and added so much to the vision, and I'm just blessed to be around great people.
So with that, I think we can open the floor for Q&A. So thank you, Will.
But then, this being the first step to all the other things that we're going to bring to market next year, and expanding this little nimble team we have to something a little bit more robust in the near future. And what I have in my brain for next year is pretty disruptive.
Yeah, I can work for that.
In a nice way. No disrespect.
Any more questions? Yeah, the front row there.
Right. This so the iPhone 5 one is coming soon. That's not launching now. Is that ready to play with? And sort of, is it ready? Why is it not launching at the same time?
The iPhone 5 was launched in September.
It's coming in September.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is iPhone 5 is not launched in September. We are in November right now. It's just been 2 months.
Oh, I see.
And we're doing a breakthrough technology. We're building a sensor into this. So it's going to take some time to get this product.
So it's still in development, really.
It is.
Not quite ready.
No, it is ready. It's usable, and you're going to see it in stores. But we're just not going to release it until Q1 next year.
Okay, and second question. How unusual will that newer product be when it comes? Because I haven't seen anything quite like that one.
Say that again?
The iPhone 5 one, it does things differently. It circumvents the camera module, right? Is there anyone else doing products like that?
Not to our knowledge.
Yeah. So the iPhone 5 would have a keyboard like this. We'll have our own sensor, and the flash. No, nobody does that.
5 times zoom.
5 times zoom. It's pretty zoomy. And then, so we, like Chandra said, the iPhone 5 just came out in September.
Yeah.
So to make sure it's solid now. But January it's even more solid. And it's just like a month away. But you could purchase it now at Selfridges for Christmas and then get it in January.
So it's a pre-order now and coming in January, the iPhone 5 one.
Yeah, really,
What's the
that's-
price on that one? It's not in the...
We'll be announcing it in due course.
The price is announced, okay.
Question here?
Hi. You mentioned the next 20 years of your career will be in consumer technology. I'm just wondering if you're putting music on the back burner?
No, so if you think of, that's a good question. So music has always been synonymous with technology. It's just that we forgot about it. So you go up on stage and you hold that Grammy award. That Grammy was a gramophone. It was the first iPhone, kind of. Because the company that owned gramophone also owned the radio, which is RCA. So when you think of, and that was the first iTunes, really. But the difference was the music was for free only to sell lacquer. That was like your iPad or iPod, the vinyl, and your hardware played it. So now that that's all long gone, I'm still gonna make music, just that whose hardware am I selling? I would rather it be mine.
Roger Highfield from the Science Museum. Well, I was really blown away by the way that you're actually, rather than pontificating about technology, you're actually rolling up your sleeves and doing it. You mentioned you wanted to do coding next year. Can you tell me a bit about that? And do you fancy coming to the Science Museum to teach some of our 400,000 kids who come through each year a bit about the mysteries of coding? I'd love to get you in there.
Well, I don't know how to teach something I'm learning.
In a couple of years' time, obviously.
Yeah, I would, you know, I'll sit with people like Chandra and Jared, and I'll just rant out all these ideas. And the translation of the ideas versus being able to do it, I want to just do it. You know, I just want to code and execute what's in my head. And maybe take 8 years. I'm still pretty young, 8 years from now. So I want to start now.
You
I
can
remember
come in 8 years' time if you want. That's fine.
I remember when I was 16 years old, I told me and my friends who are now the P's, you know, when we were 16, I'm like, hey guys, maybe we should all pick up an instrument so that when we get older, we can really just do whatever we want to do with our ideas. And I was the only one that went to school to learn, you know, theory and piano. I can't solo, but I could chord all day. And writing chords is like the basics of writing songs. Just see, you know. So I want to do the same thing for now coding. Right? It's 20 years later, 37 years old. By the time I'm 47 years old, I want to be the rockinest, proest. I just want to be talking. I want to be able to sit there and just whiz away. You know? That's the reason why I want to discipline and dedicate myself to that. Because it's one thing to tell a kid to do that, and then you're off. I'm still going to go to clubs. It's one thing like you in the club, and that's all you are in the club. That's it. I want to be in the club and in the classroom and applying as I try to encourage these kids to be involved in what's happening right now in the world.
Any more questions?
Hi, I just wanted to ask about the price point. Obviously, you're aiming it at young people. Do you think that it's accessible enough, given that it costs nearly the same amount as a phone?
You know, the C4 is £199, and if you look at the iPhone accessory market as a general play, this is not an accessory, it's a product. It has interchangeable lenses, it makes the pictures better through those lenses, and the software that goes along with this is a professional tool that's made simple enough for consumers to use. So when you have all that intersection, the price package with that, when it turns your phone into something more than the phone itself, I think that's when the price is worth the value that you get. And that's what you get with the C-Force. And with the Vintage, it's £299 because it's a keyboard, it has the camera lenses. It's an intersection of multiple products coming together in a fashionable fashion.
Sounds good.
More questions?
Hi Will, you're obviously really interested in fashion, so the design and the style of the product, how important was that when you were thinking about creating it?
So, a lot of people in my industry, they put out clothes And I've tried to dabble with that in the past. I found clothing design is very hard. So to all the designers out there, hats off for your skill and dedication and determination in making things and bringing them to market. Fashion is hard. And I didn't surrender at that. I just wanted to do fashion with technology. Because far too many of people that come from where I come from in music, they've done it and they've tainted anybody else that comes from music wanting to do clothes. It just, for some reason, our community messed that up. As soon as the artist says, hey, check it out, I'm doing clothes, like, you're gonna ruin it. And that's the truth, just the way that it's been done in the past. So I wanted to do fashion via technology. And the camera is one of the, it's synonymous with fashion. That's why I wanted to make it leather and gold and straps and technology that's wearable and carryable. So we have nice, camera bags that will come Q1 next year, nice leather carrying cases for the camera. And I'm going to start there. So I've been talking to a great designer here from the UK about collaborating. Can't mention it yet, but you'll see that Q2.
And just add what Will just said, how important is design to him? If we were to put out all the designs that we did over the last 1 year, we would have a dozen products. That's how much we've reiterated this. We've iterated the product so much.